Welcome to our video on the impact of inflation on your money. Inflation is a topic that affects everyone, but it's often misunderstood. In this video, we will explain what inflation is, why it matters, and what you can do to protect your money from its effects. Let's understand, what is inflation? Inflation is a measure of how much prices for goods and services have increased over a certain period of time. It's usually measured by the Consumer Price Index, CPI, which is a basket of goods and services that the average consumer buys. When the prices of those goods and services go up, the CPI goes up, and that's inflation. For example, let's say that a pack of milk cost $3 last year, and it now costs $3.50. That's an increase of 16.67%, which is a good example of inflation. Now let's understand why inflation matters. Inflation matters because it erodes the value of your money. When prices go up, your money buys less. For example, if inflation is running at 2% per year, that means that the things you can buy for $100 today will cost $102 in a year. It also affects your ability to save money. If you're earning 2% interest on your savings account, but inflation is running at 2%, then you're not really earning any interest at all. In fact, you're losing purchasing power. Inflation also has an impact on the economy as a whole. When prices are rising, it can be a sign that the economy is growing. But if inflation gets too high, it can cause problems. For example, high inflation can make it difficult for people to plan for the future. It can lead to unemployment, and it can lead to a decrease in consumer spending. So now the question is, how to protect our money from inflation? There are a few things we can do to protect our money from inflation. One of the most important is to invest in assets that have the potential to grow in value faster than inflation. For example, if we invest in stocks, bonds, or real estate, we are likely to earn a return that's higher than inflation. And if we invest in assets that pay dividends or rent, we will be earning a return in the form of cash flow, which will help us protect our money from inflation. Another way to protect our money from inflation is to keep our expenses low. If we are living below your means, we will be able to save more money, which we can invest in assets that will grow in value. We can also use some strategies like hedging against inflation. You can buy inflation-protected securities, such as Treasury inflation-protected securities, TIPS, which pays a fixed rate of interest that's adjusted for inflation. So let's conclude. Inflation is a fact of life, but it doesn't have to be a problem. By understanding what it is, why it matters, and what you can do to protect your money, you can make sure that your money keeps working for you, even as prices go up. Thank you for watching this video on the impact of inflation on your money. We hope you found it informative. For more information on how to protect your money from inflation and other financial topics, please subscribe to our channel.